Welcome to the incredible Igreja do Sagrado Coração in Lisbon, Portugal. If you are into beautiful architecture, in particular concrete brutalist architecture, which is the style of this place, you gotta come here. It's incredible. Keep watching and see why. I am in Igreja do Sagrado Coração. It means the Church of Sacred Heart. It's in Lisbon, Portugal. It has the most amazing concrete brutalist architecture. This is just such an amazing creation, and somehow, by chance, I have the whole place to myself. I don't know how that happened, but there's not another soul here. Occasionally a tourist has walked in since I've been here but walked out, so I literally have the whole place to myself. Right now I am on the pulpit at the front of where an audience would be if they were having services now. This is incredible. I mean, look at this place. The architecture is just mind-blowing. Check out the horns above my head, which I assume are attached to an organ. Actually, there's the organ right there. You know what? Let's go take a look at the organ. Oh my God, this place is so incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh wow. Look at this. And I have the whole thing to myself. It's kind of like a kid in a playground. Hold on a minute. Here we go. That's the organ. I'm not going to obviously uncover it. Well, maybe a little bit just to look. Now it's covered. Down there is the foot pedals. And there's some kind of construction next door. That's what that banging sound is. Oh, I could have gone this way. Look at this. This is so cool. All right, so if you are a clergyman or something, probably this is not that special to you, but most people never get to the front of any type of platform like this in a religious institution. So it's pretty cool. Hold on. This place is wild. It's built, the statue is built to metal steel beams or iron beams. It's really quite something else in here. Oh man. Look at this architecture. It's crazy. It's all made out of concrete and lots of ironwork and beams. Later in the video, I'm going to go outside and show you the church bells at the top. They're built pretty similar actually to that statue on like iron beams like that. It's really wild. Now, I am not Christian or Catholic, so I honestly don't know what they use this for. But if you are, you probably do. It's some kind of pulpit of some sorts. I'm sure it's for services. I don't know what kind. But this is amazing. Wow, look at this. I just noticed this now in the corner where they light the candles. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow, that's marble. That is a thick slab of marble, too. This is amazing. The gift of having this to myself right now is overwhelming, this whole place. I think this is the coolest thing. In Lisbon, Portugal, all alone in Igreja do Sagrado Coração. It's incredible. I can't get over that I have this opportunity. I was sure I'd come here and there'd be like 1,000 tourists flocking to see this place. Literally, there's nobody working here. There's nobody here. I just have the whole joint to myself. There's interesting skylights above, very befitting in the style of the rest of the architecture here, as they call it concrete brutalist, which I didn't know what that meant until I walked in the place, and you kind of realize it really fits that name. It's brutal. You have like beautiful marble stones, and next to it is raw concrete. And it's just like, wow. There's a lot to look at too, because nothing is really pure geometric, although it is all geometric shapes and organic shapes in the architecture. Well, actually, this cistern is about the only organic shape in the place. But wow, that feels like solid granite. That's what the material feels like. But most of the shapes in here are very raw geometric shapes, but there's no symmetry to any of them. It's like organized chaos. There's a word for that. I can't think of it. But either way, it's really incredible. There's absolutely no symmetry to any piece. I guess you kind of have a symmetry to this, but even that, the stairs are getting slightly narrower towards the top. It's really cool. So this is amazing. I'm going to try sitting in one of these seats right here. I don't know what that's for either. I know everybody who's Christian or Catholic is going to be like laughing at how little I know about this stuff, but I really admire the architecture, and this place is incredible. Look at those lights up there on the top. It's just all so breathtaking. If you're into architecture, you gotta come here. I'm really tempted to try out the echo, but I'm afraid that if there is somebody here, then they're going to be aware that I'm like filming in here. I don't even know if, maybe I'm allowed. I have no idea. There was nobody even at the door to ask. But this is so incredible. Let me check out. There seems to be a statue over there. Let's see. Oh, look at the way the floor, the wooden floor meets the stone floor. I don't know what kind of stone that is. It looks kind of marbly, but it's, I don't know if that's marble. It feels like granite, looks like marble. I have no idea. But there's a statue over there. And then they put the skylight there so you have the natural lighting on the statue. It's very beautiful. And underneath it, I don't want to step here because there's the kneeling pad, so I'm not going to walk over to it. But underneath, I'll stick the camera in. Underneath it there is all steel girders. It looks like it was cut straight out of some kind of construction project. And there's like a door made out of similar materials. Wow, this place is wild. I just can't believe that I'm able to like walk around, look at everything, and nobody says, put the camera away. This is great. The beams are solid concrete, really thick concrete. There's another statue over there. I don't know this stuff, but I'm gonna guess that's some kind of, that potentially is Mother Mary. I have no idea. San Francisco Marto, San Jacinta Marto. Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's explore upstairs. The door on this side seems to be closed. The other side was open though, so I know you're allowed to go up there. Let's see if it opens. No, I gotta go around the other way. Okay, I'm gonna do it the other way. Let's do this quickly. Paintings on the walls. They're numbered up to 9. Don't know what the significance of that is again, but maybe you do watching this. I don't know. The painting work is nice, it's pretty. Okay. Wow, look, I just realized, look at those blue girders here. That like structurally connects this piece. That's where the organ is. That's the side the organ is on, way up high there. And to this side where the pulpit is. Just incredible concrete brutalist architecture. It's very well said. Okay, this side's open. See, I'm not jumping a gate or nothing weird. Okay, let's go check out up here. Okay, get a higher viewpoint. So this side here seems to have some kind of something was here that they took away. But either way, never mind that. Look at this up here. You get this incredible view of this place. And the ceiling has this pattern in the concrete, which my guess is that double triangle pattern to break up the rectangles is for structural integrity. Because if you made it a solid square, you'd not have load bearing on the diagonal plane. But again, not an architect, I just appreciate this stuff. Hey, look, you can see the lamps really close up. I can touch it. This is right here. Wow. Oh, there's the church bells. Good timing to shoot a video. Anyway, look at this. And I noticed this before I started filming. There's a light up here that's that's pointed at the pulpit, but it's a tiny light. I wonder if it actually lights anything up right here. This tiny little light up here is aimed all the way to the pulpit. I'm not going to turn it on, as tempted as I am. I just think that might be a little bit like not the right thing to do. The windows themselves have angles to them, and there's a slight crack that gets air in from the bottom at the base. You really do get to see a lot when you're here alone and no one tells you don't do nothing. It's kind of cool. I didn't expect this. I thought this was going to be some museum and I was going to be like thinking it's lame or whatever. It's not at all. This is, if you appreciate architecture at a very contemporary style, an incredibly contemporary style of architecture, you got to come here. This is amazing. So here's that same statue from before. From the top now, you get to see that angle. It's beautiful. And here's the again, girders, steel girders or iron. It feels like steel. Iron is thicker, has a thicker feel to that. But wow, but then you got the concrete here, like these incredible concrete. I realize the camera's not doing justice here because you have the incredible light coming out of the glass there and it's throwing the whole white balance off. But try to get a feel for this. It's incredible, this place. It's just breathtaking. I'm also out of breath because Portugal's full of hills and I've been climbing hills for hours all day. But oh my God, wow, look at this. I found a new thing. Check it out over here. There seems to be some construction items down there, so I'm not gonna have to walk up here, which is a little bit narrow for my feet. So let's just get over here. It's like a pass-through window, but this is concrete. And there's nothing on the other side that it's open. Actually, let me stick the camera through so you guys can see what I actually can't see because my head doesn't fit through there. Oh, I see through the camera lens. Okay. So that, oh, I hit the camera on the way down, on the way back. That's the cistern I see from down there. Wow, okay, so this is it, man. This is incredible, this place. I recommend everybody, you have to come to Igreja do Sagrado Coração. It means Church of Sacred Heart in Portuguese. It's absolutely incredible. If you're into architecture, if you're not, you'll probably be bored. But if you are into architecture, look at this place. This is not a normal architecture. This is concrete brutalist architecture. I don't know how much of this exists in the world. I know Frank Lloyd Wright did things that kind of imitate this style. I think he was maybe preceding when it was done, or I don't know. But this is incredible. Just, you gotta come out here. The material use is interesting, and all right, I'm done with the tour, but I'm gonna cut to some footage of the outside bells and some other little bits and pieces. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Check out the church bells in this place. They're like on iron girders. They're really incredible to look at. It fits the concrete brutalist style perfectly. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever seen church bells like that, unless there's maybe another church somewhere else that has this architecture style. That is so unique. And the bells themselves are pretty traditional in style. It's just what they're mounted to that's unique. As people enter the property of the church, they're greeted by a giant steel girder cross at the very entry. It's also another unique touch that they have here, and then that's what it looks like when you come in. Just all concrete here. Then you got the front doors, which are some combination of steel and sheet steel and wood. Now that steel segment of it appears to be very thin. It's more aesthetic than functional down here, but it really does add to the whole mystique of this grandiose architecture style. And up top you have these little things that almost look like air vents, but I think they are purely an aesthetic touch. I don't know if they're functional or not, but they're cool looking. I mean, you can see there's like foam in between each one there. That's probably some kind of insulation. And then you have the actual main entrance. That's right over here. So I've been wandering around, and apparently there's more to this place. It's not all on one floor. I've walked down those steps behind me, coming from where the church lectern was and the organ was. In fact, you can almost see it from here. These two girders here are those blue girders I was pointing to that connected to before, just so you can get a perspective of where I am. And down here is these prayer points to some type of matriarchal figures, which I'm totally ignorant to the Catholic religion, so I'm trying to do this as respectful as possible without actually knowing what I'm talking about. I'm here for the architecture, but these are apparently some matriarchal figures of holiness. So they have prayer points down here, several of them, and very beautiful, very serene down here if it wasn't for that construction noise. And the architecture just continues along. Like, this unique style is like everywhere. I mean, you can just see that, you know, the stepped architecture there, and oh my God, it's just breathtaking, all this stuff, really. Absolutely breathtaking. All right, so because I came from the main auditorium above, I actually missed the sign that said that where I'm at right now, down one floor below, is actually a crypt. So it's very possible that somewhere down below there is some kind of patron saint or matriarchal figures buried. The entrance to the main auditorium is up there, but you could actually go from the outside directly into the crypt from here. by going one floor down from the outside, and it's quite a beautiful entry, actually. Well, it's locked.
Yo, 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 yo.